we will start with the blasters and then work our way back. Appreciate you guys. All right, empty box. Let's see a micro mosaic today. That's right. It's Thanksgiving week. Let's eat. All right, Fouts. We got Ollie Gordon for Miami. Rich Gannon for the Vikings. CJ on the touchdown masters. Henry and a Hayward. Starting things off. Jamal Charles, Sweat. We got Chris Godwin on the silver going to Tampa Bay. Jamar Chase on the Epic Performers with a Kid Reporter. Allen and a Shockey. Moon. We got Curtis Rourke for the 49ers. Ashton on the notoriety. We like that for the Raiders. Trey Harris on the Orange Elevate. Also like Vic and a Gino. We like that. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great holiday week. A short work week, I hope, for most everybody. Trey Benson. Trey Harris for the Chargers. Derwin James on the Bang for the Chargers. Sean McVay and Jalen Warren and a Puka. I was going to say, if they're going to have coaches, how do you not have Dan Campbell at this point? Fitzgerald, Luther Burden for the Bears. Chris Boswell on the Mosaic for Pittsburgh. Jared Verse for the Rams. Kurt Warner and a Quinnen Williams. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible, Mayberry. Warren Carter King. Brock Bowers. We got Harmon for Pittsburgh. Tesla for the Lions. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. Watson and a Xavier Worthy. I kind of feel like they're going to be involving him more very soon. All right, Optic. We had a JJ Uptown yesterday. I think that was out of a Mega. So let's see if we can find a downtown today. Empty box. All right, we got Singletary, J-Mo, Marvin Harrison Jr. We like that, Bull. On the Shock and a Cade Stover. That's a fine start. Oh, I'll bet it did, Mayberry. I'll bet it did. We got Lawrence, Algier, Pittman on the silver for Indy, and a Trey Benson for Arizona. Olave, Von Miller, Roma Dunze on the primary colors. We like that, Carter King. And a Marshawn Lloyd for Green Bay. Is it weird seeing the Bears atop the NFC North? It's very confusing. Juju, Drake London. We got Jonathan Allen for Washington on the silver and a Rakestraw for Detroit. What's up, Steel City? TJ, Aiden, Eric All for the Bengals on the Shock and a Spencer Rattler. We got Ramsey, Bryce Young, Terrion Arnold for Detroit on the Shock. And Jordan for Houston. All right. We'll go Mega next. Empty box. It'd be a nice time for a quiet Jaden Daniels just to pop out. PS2, Juju, TJ. Well, hello there. Dallas Turner for the Vikings on the laser. Logan Thomas for Arizona. Malachi Corley and a Devin Leary. Laser beam. All right, we got a patch here. T-Law, Brees, Dexter, Joe Milton for New England, Will Reichard, Rook on the silver for the Falcons, and JMY. J.J. McCarthy popping out again, first year fresh for the Vikings. Going to Trevor. There you go, Trevor. Fine start, fine start. Cook, Mixon, Ramsey, Mostert, Dallas Turner on the blue, Jermaine Burton, and a Bo Nix for Denver. Minshew, Williams, Cooper, James, Nate Wiggins for Baltimore on the blue, Latu, and a Geno. Andrews, Musgrave, Herbie, Zamir White. We got Trey Benson on the rookie recruits, Darius Robinson for Arizona, and a Quinyon Mitchell for Kerr-Saxon. Ford, Jones, Singletary, Olave, Lab McConkey. We like that. We like that, Chargers. Brendan Rice and a Leonard Williams. All right, very nice. Yeah, not too shabby. And with the teal. We didn't get a downtown, but we did get that teal laser. All right, Revolution. Let's see what's up. Good luck, guys. Interesting packaging on this. All right, there we go. Empty box. All right. I watched some of these opened on YouTube, and they look pretty good. So let's see how we do here. I just love the look of these, even the base. Vinny, Tyrone Tracy for the Giants. We got Tootin for the Jags. That one is numbered 87 out of 99. Going to Carter Kane. Jackson Dart on the Revolutionary Rookies. And Michael Williams for the 49ers. Aiden, if you're just a collector, you could go with blasters. I mean, it kind of depends on your budget, what you're looking for. Yeah, it's an interesting thing about the hobby is there are so many levels. in terms of price point you could enter the hobby at. Malik Neighbors. Well, look at that. Dalton Schultz going to Houston. End zone autographs. That's pretty sweet. And that is 98 out of 199. There we go, Houston. Nice when you just walk right into an auto. Justin, you're on the board. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's see. I've seen a lot of them had more than one auto, so we'll see how we do. JSN, Jahmyr Gibbs, Showstoppers. That's pretty sweet. I like that for the Lions. And Ashton, there we go, Raiders. I love these cards. Yeah, as a collector, these cards are pretty sweet. This one don't open. Let's see what we get in here. We got Javonte Williams, Rashad Bateman, Dak Prescott for the boys. That one is 88 out of 99 going to Dallas. Supernova, Travis Hunter. That's pretty sick too. And a Mason Graham for the Browns. Yeah, I don't know how many numbered cards they toss in here, but it seems like they are a decent amount for sure. I might have to get more of these. What is up with these packs, though? They got the Phoenix glue on these packs. Devontae, Keon Coleman for Buffalo, Geno for the Raiders. We got a die cut, Derrick Henry pay dirt. That is not numbered, but that's neat. Hampton for the Chargers. Die cut. Holy moly, do they want to make... I forgot. This is like those select die cuts. Pain in the butt. To sleeve. Hold on a second here. We're going to figure this out. Wow, those are work. Yes, just be warned if you ever decide to do these for a personal. Those die cuts are crazy. Crazy to sleeve. Select had similar die cuts that were also difficult, but that is up there with the hardest ones. Jamal Lewis, T-Law for the Jags. Colston Loveland. That's a cool looking card too. That one's not numbered. Jackson Dart on the pay dirt. And Savion Williams. These cards are great. Oh my gosh, gosh, these die cuts are ridiculous. You know what? Guess we can work around that. Yes, we can. Pain in the butt on those. All right. Well, I like these, but man, as much as Panini skimps out on cost, they did not skimp out on the glue for those packs. We got Puka, Roma Dunze, Emmett on the Cardinals. Interesting. We got Shadur on the Showstoppers for the Browns, and a Tez Johnson for Tampa Bay. Xavier Worthy. Look, there is another one. Jan for Green Bay. Sneaking him in there. That's 14 out of 50. Old school. Old school showing up today. Going to Irvine. We'll take old school. Old school works. Bonus auto. I was going to say, a lot of them I saw had more than one auto. Kurt Warner for the Rams. Scattaboo on the Supernova for the Giants. And Jalen Milroe going to Seattle. So that's pretty standard, I think, for them to have the extra autos in there. Xavier Leggett. Sweat, we got Saquon for the Eagles. We got CeeDee Lamb on the Showstoppers. And Tesla showing up again for Detroit. I just love the designs of these. We got Fitzgerald, Jim Kelly for Buffalo, ETN for the Jags, Saquon Showstoppers, and a Trey Harris. Brock Bowers, Christian Gonzalez, Jalen Royals for KC, Colston Loveland on the Revolutionary Rookies, and Benjamin Morrison for Tampa Bay. Olakun Javon Curse for the Titans. Dwayne Bowe for KC. That one is 6 out of 12. How about that? Dwayne Bowe, 6 out of 12. That's pretty wild. We got Tyler Shuck on the Revolutionary Rookies and Jack Beck for the Raiders. All right, 6 out of 12 for KC going to Sin City. Still looking for some Commanders. It can happen. Theo Gibbs for Detroit. Lad McConkey. Baker on the Showstoppers. And Trevor Etienne going to Carolina. All right, H2 time. All right, good luck, guys. Hopefully It is downtown time in this. '23 empty box. We got Simpson for the Ravens. Jonathan Taylor, that's going to be out of 35. 30 out of 35. Nice little hit, Indy. Gibby. Stafford and a Jack Campbell for Detroit. Yeah, not a bad time to get Jonathan Taylor out of 35. I know if he stays healthy, you think he can stay healthy and just do that every game? Crazy pace. We got Schultz. Derek Hall on the silver for Seattle. Aubrey always got to show up for the Cowboys on the Mojo. And Jacorian Bennett for the Raiders. You can't stop Aubrey. No one can stop him. We got DTR for Cleveland. J.C. Horn. Terrell Davis for Denver on the retro. And a Roshan Johnson for Chicago. That's crazy, Gibby. Skaronski for the Titans. Joe Mixon. We got Amon-Ra on the Light It Up. We approve. And Jake Bobo for Seattle. Baselli. Lucas Van Ness for Green Bay. CJ on the Hidden Potential. There we go, Houston. And a Marvin Mims going to Denver. Take that, Justin. Little Jaden Reed action for Green Bay. We like that. Tajay for the Titans on the Mojo. Rookie recruits. DTR for Cleveland. And a Breece Hall. Nice, Mayberry. Stetson Bennett. Emmett on the silver going to Dallas. Nolan Smith for the Eagles on the Mojo and a Debo. We got Ringo. Bryce Young on the chain reaction going to Carolina. We approve. TJ and a Christian Gonzalez for New England. And now it is time for some Phoenix. All right, good luck, guys. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. All right, Todd, you need some love here, huh? Let's see what we can do. We got Hampton for the Chargers. Sam Darnold for Seattle. That is 93 out of 99. Jackson Dart on the Thunderbirds for the Giants. That's 151 out of 249. Campbell and a Mitchell. You're right, though. Commanders have been quiet. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a color blast this morning. Oh, that one. We'll let that one marinate. We got Sampson for Cleveland. Borregales for New England. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Justin Jefferson on the contours. We like that, Vikings. And Njoku and Devontae. I don't know if we want that, Gibbe. That might not be what we want to see happen. I'm sure you'd be okay with that, though. We got Jackson Dart for the Giants. We got Knicks. We got Matthews, JSN, and a Tyreek. Queen Ewers for the Dolphins. A little T-Mac action for Carolina. Travis Hunter on the Thunderbirds going to Carter King, Trey Benson, and a George Pickens. Easy Raku? I'm not even going to pretend to know I'm pronouncing that close. Leggett. We got our first auto, Jefferson. We got DJ Giddens. That one is 2 out of 149 going to Gibbe. And our first auto for the Titans, Iomanor, 50 out of 199. Titan Strike. That's going to Justin. All right, Justin, you're rolling. You're rolling this morning. See, look at these packs. These packs are funky. Scattaboo for the Giants. Kyle McCord for the Eagles. Look at that. Nice Paragon. Ashton Genty. 37 out of 299 going to the Raiders. Very nice. Ricky Pearsall and Aaron Jones. Nice hit for the Raiders. Sin City. Yeah, Raiders are doing some work. JT for Indy. Bryce Young on the Prism. Tyrone Tracy, Godwin, and Thomas. Oladipo. Oh, I'm getting all these guys I can't pronounce for the Titans. Tyree, Prism, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Thunderbirds. Sammy Laporta and a Jerome Ford. We got Nick Martin. Jalen Johnson for the Bears, Joe Horn, Gino, and Marquise Brown. Oh, we'll save that for the end, too. All right. We got Smith for KC, Scorton for Carolina, Travis Hunter on the Paragon. Very nice for the Jags. Ridley and Aiden Hutchinson. All right, we got a patch, and we got probably an RPA here, so good luck, everybody. We got Harmon, Caleb, CD Mike Green for Baltimore. That one is 104 out of 199 for the Ravens. And 205 out of 299, Jalen Hurts on the patch going to Kerr Saxon. Pandora patch. All right, Kerr Saxon. And it leaves us with one auto to go. I'll do a recap after this, guys. Again, once I get everything sorted, if you had a rough one, as it's appearing Washington might be having a rough one, I got your back. That's what I do. All right, good luck, everybody. Pat Bryant for the Broncos. We got Goff, Disley, DK, and OHN. 132 out of 249. Hampton going to the Chargers on the RPA. Chargers today. Mr. Cujo. You're on a roll this weekend, Cujo. Yeah, you are on a roll. All right, give me a second here, guys. Again, I'm going to try to get this all shipped out today. I will do my best. Again, I got your back if you had a rough one. Hey, Fire. We have Mike Green for Baltimore, was out of 199. Giddens was out of 149 for Indy. Thunderbirds, Travis Hunter. Sam Darnold out of 99 for Seattle. Jackson Dart on the Thunderbirds out of 249. Bryce Young, chain reaction. We got Jonathan Taylor was out of 35. Dwayne Bowe was out of 12 for KC. We had Loveland on the Revolutionary Rookies. We had Tesla for the Lions. Showstoppers, Shadur. Savion Williams for Green Bay. Supernova, Travis Hunter for the Jags. Dak Prescott was out of 99. Ashton for the Raiders. Jackson Dart for the Giants. Tootin was out of 99 as well. Lab McConkey on the blue. Tesla Mosaic. Trey Harris, Orange Elevate. Ashton on the notoriety. Hampton on the RPA out of 249. Jalen Hurts on the patch out of 299. Travis Hunter. Ashton on the Paragon. That one was out of 299. Ayamanor for the Titans out of 199. Contours Justin Jefferson. CJ Hidden Potential. Scataboo Supernova. We had Jan on the bonus auto out of 50 for Green Bay. Derrick Henry Pay Dirt die cut. Dalton Schultz on the auto. That one was out of 199 for Houston. JJ first year fresh patch. Dallas Turner on the teal laser. Primary colors Rome Odunze and Marvin Harrison Jr. on the shock